I'm Bobby Goodson, and this is Goodson's All-Terrain Logging.
These logs in the hot sun, gotta clear them all out till there ain't none. Work that tiger cat to death till the job's done and we do it all again. Through the sand beds and the muddy waters, pushes old can work just a little bit harder. Got my 990 pulling to make an honest dollar. It's Goodson's all-terrain. Goodson's all-terrain. Goodson's all-terrain.
Hey guys, we're still out here on the Keith track. Everything's been going really well. I think I mentioned it before. We've always had the issue of not having enough trucks because we got to haul so far. Well, I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think some of the truckers that was hauling military equipment hadn't been hauling it because of the shutdown and stuff. And we've got a lot of extra trucks helping us haul, and we've been getting 100 loads a week plus the last about 5 or 6 weeks, and we really needed it. And you know, it's been doing good, and if I just hope that the weather, you know, works with us and it doesn't start raining too bad on us, because this place here, it'll flood pretty quick, especially if they're in that lake up there at Jordan. Well, all good things must come to an end. We have been sitting on this one deck at least 2 months. I mean, we've had 100 load week after 100 load week. We actually had to move out a while back when it flooded, and we moved around a little bit, and we got set up on this deck that we're on now. Been here for a good while. Well, now we finished all this stuff, but we can't pull any more wood to this deck, so we got to go back around and set up on the place where we was flooded out of. And you know, just as soon as we get the last truck loaded on this deck, you can see the storm clouds coming in, and we tried to get everything moved around there on the other deck, and then as soon as we got around there, it started raining. And you know, which we had actually pulled the deck out about probably 500 or 600 yards from where it was originally set, and right to the border of the track, and we had 32 mats on the deck area that we actually put on the road, which we got the road fixed. The only thing I'm worried about though is if they turn the water loose at Jordan Lake. Rain, it'll run off pretty quick because we're right here beside the river. But if they open that dam up, ain't nothing we can do with that. It's too much water coming down the river. So let's just pray that don't happen. Well, I had this young guy. He's actually from Tennessee. His name's Hunter, and he had watched our episodes and stuff. And talking about brave, this guy, this little boy, he's probably about 9 or 10, I think. But he was diagnosed with cancer, and you know, of course, I can't imagine what mom and dad feels like, you know, when they heard that. But the little boy said that you know, God's got this, and for a child to have that kind of faith and that attitude, I'm sure God's going to bless him and bring him through what he's going through. But I had a chance to talk to him, and it does my heart good to be able to give back, you know, I don't feel like I'm even qualified to do stuff like that, but you know, he liked the show and he wanted to talk to me, so Steve set it up, and we talked to him on the phone or Skype, and it does your heart good to see people with that kind of courage facing the world, you know, facing the worst thing they could face, and they got the chin up and got their heart in the right place. So I'll be praying for you, Hunter. Hunter! You see me? Hey Hunter, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
You know who this is?
Bobby.
Yeah, I need a haircut. My barber's been out of commission for a little while. How you been doing?
Good.
You live in Tennessee?
We live up in the sticks.
Y'all live in the mountains?
Yeah, we live in the mountains.
I love the mountains. I hate climbing them, but I love looking off of them.
I love climbing them.
Do you? When I was young and a lot lighter, I used to like climbing them. Not so much anymore. My climbing gear ain't as good as it used to be. How old are you? 11. Tell me what's been going on. I heard you had a couple issues.
Had cancer.
You doing better?
Yeah.
And we spent 29 weeks in the hospital, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, you look good to be in the hospital for 29 weeks. God's going to take care of us, isn't he?
Yep.
You believe in God?
Yep.
Me too.
So me and his daddy, the reason that he wanted to meet you was because you were a godly man and he wanted to meet Bobby Goodson.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, God has helped me through my whole life, and I owe everything that I am and ever will be to him. And it makes me feel good when somebody reaches out to me, you know, that believes in God also, that's like-minded. And obviously you're going through a lot of trials now, and I believe God's going to be with you all the way.
When we first knew he was sick, we were all crying and going on, and he looked at me and he said, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's going to be all right. God's got you. He's going to take care of me.
That's the truth. I mean, everything happens for a reason. We might not know the reason for it, but one day we will find out what the reason is. You know. But look, Hunter, thank you for contacting me, and I'll be praying for you in the future. And call me anytime you want to, okay?
Okay.
All right, buddy. Get well and stay healthy, okay?
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later, man. Well, my worst fears has come to fruition. They opened the water up at the dam, and it's flooded our road out. And unfortunate, the last flood we had cut all the little hills and the high spots that we could find to work off of. And everything now is at the lower end of the track, and it all floods every time they open the dam up. But I was talking with David, trying to figure out what to do. You know, best case scenario is find something close by, but we don't know of anything close by. But they got another logger that's working actually up north of us, a place called Tar Heel. Actually, it's probably closer to Fayetteville than Tar Heel, which is about, I don't know, 70 miles from here. So we're going to go up there and help this guy. He's a pine logger, conventional logger, and he's cut all the hills off, and he's got this about 50-60 acres in his belly that he can't really get to because he don't have a track machine. So we'll go up there and see if we can help him finish up his track. Probably take us about a week maybe, and hopefully by that time the water will be run down enough for us to get back in here and try to finish this track here up. It's been good to us. I hope we can get back in here and keep on going.
Oh Lord, what's going on, YouTube? Coming out here just to send out a mass text that we ain't gonna be able to work for a while, so we're gonna work on some equipment. Look like they got the shop full. I come in here fastly late, hoping they'll be out my way, but Looks like they still in the shop. Walk over here and see what's going on here. I don't think we're gonna be able to work for probably a few more days. I think they're gonna have to move us out of that wet hole we was in. I think Raleigh released the dam again. Water come down and it flooded out. I did have a load I loaded up last week that I took yesterday, so I don't know. I got 2 loads on the book this week, which is probably much or nothing. But we'll see. Let's go over here and see what they're doing in the shop. If I can't get in here, I'm getting out of here. I'm not gonna sit around this shop all day.
So we ended up getting flooded out again. The water's across the whole deck. We can't even really get into the woods right now. So we've been at the shop for the past few days working on some stuff. Just waiting for the water to go down. Bobby's going to go look at another track today, and that might be a possibility. If it's going to take if it's going to take a week for the water to go down, we might just move out and go somewhere else. Right now we're just trying to catch up on some maintenance and stuff and stay busy until we can get back to work.
Well, the water at the creek has rose on us, and Dave was looking for somewhere to go. So we just brought the guys here to the house, to the shop. We're going to try to work on some stuff around here. There's always something to be done. Not too long ago, my Uncle Alan retired from logging, and he had I think it was a Magnolia 3-axle lowboy. I believe that's what it was. And I ended up buying that from him because I had 2 lowboys, but one of them, the first time we moved that new stumper, because it's a little bit heavier than the stumper we had previous, and it broke actually broke the axle off of it. So I had a guy working on that, and Alan told me he wanted to sell his lowboy, so we got it, and Justin's actually lining up the axles on it. We could tell that one of the axles was out because it was wearing the tires funny. It was like shaking them, and so Justin's got it in the shop right now, and he's lining the axles up, make sure to try to get the best life we can out of it. That lowboy, it carries a lot of weight, and if them axles ain't straight, one good long move will wear a set of tires out. So he's getting that done, and the boys are working on the trucks and trailers. It's stuff that needs to be done, but it's also busy work too, trying to keep everybody together until we can, until the water goes down and we find somewhere to move. So hopefully we'll find somewhere to go pretty quick.
Where it banged through it, the whole top broke off. It just sits there and dries.
You got special screws. I can't go to creek there like that.
You wouldn't taught me how to do it.
Yeah,
It ain't right.
you know what ain't right? I got 3 brand new trucks, and only 2 of them are running. So somebody's gonna have to make up for that 3rd truck not running. And it ain't gonna be the white one. This is Bobby Goodson.
We ain't nowhere by that Smithfield plant.
That where probably right in the backyard. Drive through that property to get in.
I sure hope not. Ain't nothing but Corona in that place. That look like a fake hand with that glove on. That look like a fake hand. Is that a real hand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It just got a glove on it. What's up?
I had no idea.
Come down here and shoot here.
Ow!
You got a 4-wheel drive truck?
And my truck in the shop anyway. Probably could pull over my truck.
They were driving their trailers. Well, he thought he'd leave his trailer there where the split's at. Here he couldn't. I said, man, I told you don't come down here. Didn't you tell him not to come down here? I said, I told him. But it didn't register.
You want to do? He hard-headed. Hard-headed is on the way.
Brody said that.
You do the same thing, no hell.
He said, ain't never been, a boy never been right.
Oh, I mean, rap,
Now, which one now?
right there. Just that 3rd drawer down there.
I think it's the 3rd drawer up.
Small wood hammer.
It's a small wooden handle ball peen hammer.
I bet you that's it right there. What else you want out of here, buddy? That's it. Don't worry about it.
I don't know, you know, they're doing everything, ain't they? Trying to figure out why Justin Goodson got us at this shop. Send out this mass text for everybody to bring their trailers if they want something to work on. And we can't even get in the shop. Shop days. Lazy days. I guess I'll sit around on the clock and get paid to do nothing. I don't know. I ain't gonna stay here much longer. Hey, Justin.
They'll stay on about 3 minutes and they'll kick out the breaker.
The damn piece would fall out.
Today we over here working the shop, in the woods. The water get too high and we can't work over there. We have a lot of extra equipment. See something broke down, we just park it to the side, and then when things go wrong like this, we jump in and fixing everything, and then when we go back in the swamp, we got everything fixed. That's how we roll.
Probably about a week, about 52 or 3 miles an hour. Sure is. Can't none of the rest of them say that. Joe got to do all that bragging. He's done this. He pulled a load of logs with that truck right there. I think Bobby backed out on it. I bet you 1 year he'll redo that old truck. I think it was somebody, his daddy or somebody bought a fleet of them. I think that's the last one that's left of them. They've been wrecked and sold and totaled and everything else. That was a long time ago.
As you can tell from the drone footage that Steve got, you can see how the conventional logger, the pine logger, had cut all the hills all around this bottom. And actually, he was putting in a good effort to get it, but it actually hurts us if I know we got to come in behind him, because he had drove in there and cut everything that he could cut, and it kind of chops it up for Sumitra and makes it harder for him to get it. But fortunate for us, it is a wet track. Especially if you don't have a track machine, but being right in the middle of all them sand hills up there, it had a hard pan bottom in it, so it really wasn't that wet. It just looked really worse than it was. But you know, the track is actually 100 miles from my house, and it takes us a little over 2 hours to drive it. It ain't one I wanted to take, but it was going to help David out, help his guy out, and it will give us something to do until the water runs down back up at the Keith track. So hopefully we'll do okay here, and maybe it'll hold us a week or so, and the water will run down and we get back to where we belong. You know, I wanted to say something about Rigglewood. You know, back in 2015, before they actually quit buying hardwood, and I guess it's human nature, everybody complains about the mill. They won't unload you fast enough. This is wrong, that is wrong. Well, I'll tell you, after having to haul to Georgetown, and Georgetown's a good mill, it's just the fact that they're so far away from us. I will never say anything about Rigglewood or Georgetown ever again, because that was the biggest slap in the face when they quit buying hardwood, and then we had to go from hauling, you know, because most of the time we cut in this area where we're at. And we normally haul, you know, 25, 30, 40 miles to Rigglewood, but now everything's 100 miles away or more. And there is no more quick loads. That's what I'm trying to get at. But here lately, the track we moved on up here, helping this pine logger out up there close to Fayetteville, we got some pine on it, And it's a blessing to be able to load a truck with pine and then get to the mill and get right back to the woods. I mean, we forgot how that was because we've been home to Georgetown so long. And I wish, I don't know if it ever happened in my lifetime, but I wish Regalwood would start back buying hardwood because I miss that. I mean, I miss the fact that, you know, we could take 4 or 5 trucks and haul 20 loads a day. And now we got to have, you know, 10, 11 trucks to try to get the same amount of loads hauled because we got to haul so far. But I know that probably won't ever happen, but I would love it if they would start back buying hardwood again. You know, we got this parts store, which Leon's the man that owns it. It's called Cape Fear Hydraulics. He's got it in a gold mine spot. I mean, it's right there before you go into Regalwood Mill. And it's really catered for loggers. I mean, they got cable, oil, hoses, whatever you need for the logging jobs, he's usually got it. And we use our trucks a lot of times to stop by there and pick up hoses and fittings and oil, whatever we need. And it's always good to have a good relationship with a place like that that's convenient and they carry the stuff that you use. And matter of fact, I had Daniel stop in there and get some stuff for me the other day. But I appreciate Leon and his placement of his store and just the service that he gives us.
What up, Dan?
That's it. Yeah, I'm gonna check them out and see what they got. Well, I didn't want this one while it rains up there.
Okay, go ahead. How many chains you got, Daniel?
8.
How's the bees coming?
They do it.
One box of towels.
1 box of them
8 of those.
and 2.
When you gonna bring me some money?
Got to process it first.
Yeah, hurry up, bring me some money now.
Yeah, that's good. All right, then. We up here in Fayetteville now. We got flooded out on the Keep track again. They found us a place to work. Don't know how long it's going to last. Just got back from Regalwood. About 61 miles from this job, which a little bit longer hauls, but they're still working. We'll just keep y'all updated and let you know what's going on.
I am back at the Keith track, the track that David found us up there at Fayetteville or Tar Heel. It lasted exactly 5 days, a week, and Daniel dropped a stump out at the end of the road a few minutes ago, and I've been down here on the bulldozer. What they're gonna let us do is the water still hadn't gone down enough for us to get back in the swamp part of it. But this road, they call it the 7 Mile Road. It's actually a little bit longer than that. And we cut here 20-something years ago, back when the storm had knocked a bunch of these trees down. That's the little places you'll see in here where the trees are smaller or real bushy. But I've been trying to get Corbett in to do this ever since the first time I ever come in this place, which is 25 years ago. We're going to sun strip the road finally, because everything really has been marked to be cut because the beavers is killing it. So they're going to let us go ahead and sun strip it, and that ain't something that I look forward to doing, but the benefits way outweigh the low production, because we're going to go 6 miles down this road and cut the trees off both sides of it. And what that's going to do is going to open this road up, so when the sun's shining and the wind blows, we can actually get to the road. and it'll dry it up 5 times faster than it would before, because it was, in some places, it was like a tunnel. I mean, it would rain and it would stay wet for days because the sun couldn't get to it. But we're going to fix all that now. And hopefully in the morning, if the Lord willing, Smitro can start sun stripping it, and I'm going to take the bulldozer and go through here and tear these bushes down, because there's a lot of bushes, and the bushes and vines is not good for a track machine. So I'm going to go ahead of him and try to tear the bushes and vines down and let him cut the big trees. And maybe we get this road opened up and get everything back in here and start moving some wood again. Well guys, this is the end of our video. I want to thank y'all for watching it, and if you liked it, please hit the like button, the share, and subscribe if you hadn't. We need your help. Thank you.